settled, find yourself on your yoga mat and begin to breathe. Deep inhalations and exhalations. Coming into the awareness of your body and your breath. Bring your hands to heart center, bow your head. Maybe set an intention for your practice if you would like. And then take your hands back to your knees. Begin some circular movements with your spine. Just start to create a space within your heart where you can let in more love, where you can give more love. And going the other way. Be a little bit of a challenge to open our hearts when we're feeling tight in our bodies, closed off in our minds. So opening your mind and your heart into the possibility of expanding your heart energy today. And as a gesture to being open to that, open up your arms, reaching to the sky, like you're a funnel ready and receptive to receive the good that your heart is open to, receive, give, finding that equal balance of giving and receiving. Bring your hands back down to your heart center. And then if you're with a partner, you'll turn and face them. So we'll start by grabbing opposite forearms. And all we're going to do is give him a pull. Yep, giving that pull to open up the back of the shoulder.
And kind of just relaxing.
Yeah, and kind of leaning back. And then take it to the other side. So finding this equal balance of giving, allowing them to open their shoulder, and receiving on your end as well. And look out through the head a little bit. Coming to center. Switch the crossing of your legs. So if you don't have a partner, you're just doing what you can on your own, grabbing your opposite wrist, that kind of a thing. This one you might want to take a child's pose. So we're taking our palms together, reaching up, 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 heart opener, maybe our heads meet. You could take a down dog, child's pose, puppy's pose. Good, release your arms down. Take an inhale up through the center, exhale, twisting down through the center and moving towards, we're going to move towards you. So you move towards us and then we'll move away. Chest is lifted, shoulders back, gaze over your shoulder, soft gaze or close your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale and twist, other side. Good, coming to center. Swing your legs back behind you and turn to face us. Head towards the screen. Taking Sphinx pose, push into your forearms and pull back isometrically. Lift the head, open the heart, and then move the head around all different directions. Good, and taking the hands more under the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, lift up cobra pose. Keep your elbows bent, shoulders down away from the ears. Fantastic. Come on down. Come to fingertips. So press your fingertips into the floor and you're just leaning from side to side. Oh yeah. You might flip over a little bit to one side and reach your foot up and over. Waking up those shoulders. Good. Hands under the shoulders. Press up. Sitting in Virasana for a moment. If this is not accessible to you today, just sit in cross-legged position. Reaching your arms to the sky and interlace fingers, hands back behind the head. Press your head back. The sun's coming in so bright right now. About 10 minutes ago, it was a bit of a blizzard, so it's just really crazy weather today. Just going with the flow. That's the theme, I think, right now. It's just with all the craziness, just go with the flow. Take your hands onto the earth, and your knees are under your hips, wrists are under your shoulders, and cat-cow. Have some people that have tuned in. Hello. Welcome, welcome. And then taking barrel rolls, so your belly is down, and your torso goes over to the side, up to the side, over to the other side, and down. So making these big barrel rolls with your spine. And taking it the other direction. Good. Coming to center. Reach your right arm forward, your left leg back. Spinal balance. Engaging the core. So before we move into heart openers, back bends, you want to engage the muscles of your core, specifically the rectus abdominis muscles. And release, other side, left arm, right leg, gazing about a foot in front of your hands. And release. Walk your hands forward, tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Bicycling through your feet, nod your head yes, shake it no. And then take little tiny steps forward. Once you're in forward fold, grab opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. Take your hands onto your hips, root down through your legs, rise up. We scoot back because we have about 4 cameras right now. We need to try and get in all the frames. Hands to heart center. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Widen through your collarbones. And on your next inhale, reach to the sky, a little bit of a back bend. So first, standing back bend, you want to be really supported, like I said, through the rectus abdominis muscles. Good. Now take your hands onto your hips. Support yourself as you lean back. So now you can offer a little bit more of a back bend with that support through your arms. And leading with the heart, slide your hands down your legs, come back into a forward fold, shake it out. And walking your right leg forward. So I'm going to actually be on my right leg. A lot of times when I'm filming, I'm cueing the opposite leg, but Facebook actually swaps it for us, but the other platforms don't. So just listen to my voice. Don't worry about what leg I'm on. So right leg forward, left leg back. So to you, it might look like left leg. From this lunge, we'll drop to the back knee very gently, and we'll shift back and forward as we work through our hamstrings on the right side. Good. Now take that hinge forward, hugging the legs together isometrically. Walk your hands up your front thigh and just begin to open up through the iliopsoas, all those hip flexor muscles, and send your left arm to the sky. So think about where the iliopsoas starts. We've got T12 where it starts, comes down, becomes the iliopsoas as it connects down through the hip and attaches to the inner upper thigh bone. Taking the left hand down and twisting, bringing out any kinks in the body. Keep working on your breath, even in the challenging postures. Teaching yourself how to breathe in those challenging moments is quite the skill. Keep breathing. And take your right hand to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Bicycle out here. Left leg comes forward, moving into your lunge. Now, if you need some extra cushion, you can fold your mat. Otherwise, just leave it flat and come up to your left thigh. From here, finding that balance in opening the iliopsoas and supporting it. So supporting it, you'll pull the hips back if it feels like too much of a stretch. If you need more, sending the hip forward, but grounding through your front heel, pulling back so that you're not collapsing here. Send your right arm to the sky, inhale, big breath. So we'll move towards a wheel variation. We'll definitely do a partner pose in, what is that called? Bow pose that we like to do as a partner posture, because it really helps to have someone to help you open up into the pose deeper. Take your left arm to the sky as you make your way to twist. Gaze up towards the sky. If it's too much to gaze to the sky, just look to the side or even to the floor. Take one more breath and push your belly into your thigh as you deepen your inhalation. Exhale, let the knee hug in, detoxifying the body. Release the left hand down. And then from here, we'll go forward and back in that hamstring stretch. Good. So we did this last week. I'll actually have Doug switch feet. So if you're with a partner, you're going to turn into wide-legged standing straddle. So lift your back knee, turn, and then once you go upside down, you can see your partner underneath you. And if you want to get really playful, you can grab hands, wrists. No, you have a really good stretch. So this is a good part of class, and be released for a minute, where you communicate, right? So you're saying, okay, let's come closer, let's go further away, pull me a little bit deeper. So all of those cues to help you get into a pose that is helpful for your body and for your partner's body.
And the more inappropriate, the better. I am being so good. There's so many things I wanted to say.
Yeah, he wants to touch butts right now. Okay, releasing. My mat's super slippery. All right, let's begin to walk our hands forward. Step back to plank, chaturanga. And then let's move into cobra supported. So when I say supported, I mean your abdominals are engaged, your shoulders are back, chin lifted, elbows bent. So we don't want to come here where the shoulders are up into the ears. And child's pose, well-deserved posture. After all the poses we've already done, it's good to check in, slow down, especially when some people might be watching this at a later time, but if you're live, it's Sunday. Taking it easy, resting. Hi guys, welcome. All right. So we'll keep working on opening the heart space. This one is one where you might want a pillow or a block. We're coming down to our bellies, extending our right arm to the side, and then rolling over, getting that big shoulder and chest stretch. So I feel fine keeping my head to the floor. Some people need that little support under their head. So you could hover your head, but then your neck has to work. And I'd rather you be able to rest your neck. So you can keep going with this pose, just like any pose, it can keep going and going. So you can bend one leg, maybe the other leg, and then the arm that's just kind of supporting you, you can wrap it around in place. And I'm just giving you all the options. So if you're like, no way, I can't get to that point, don't worry about it. Some people can, some people can't, doesn't matter.
I like pressing down with this left arm and get a little deeper and stretching.
Yeah. So Doug's super tight in the shoulder, anterior deltoid. So yeah, him reaching and grabbing hands is just not gonna happen today. Maybe tomorrow, or 5 years or 10 years from now, doesn't matter. Where you are is perfect. Start to unwind, and let's just simply switch to the other side. So reaching out, maybe making that connection to your partner, and flipping over. Pause and feel that initial sensation and see if it's enough. Close your eyes. And then if you need more, of course, you know where to go. I don't think I was able to do that until this year. All right. Slowly start to unwind. And your downward facing dog might feel a little bit more open now. So give it a try. Press strong through your hands. Lift your hips to the sky. YouTube's not seeing our hands, so I'm going to move that a little bit. There we go. Slowly come to a plank pose. Right knee comes down, side plank. Lift your left arm to the sky. From here, lift up your left foot, grab the foot, kick into the hand. Good, big transition. Step your left leg forward, tuck your back toes, lift your knee, crescent lunge. Just a little bit of balance. Bend through your back knee, get weighty in your legs, open in your heart. Fantastic. Hands to the earth. Step back to plank. Bring your left knee down. Kickstand it out. Side plank. Lift your right leg. Bend your knee. Grab your foot. Kick into your hand. So if this pose isn't accessible to your body today, go back to your belly. Do another quad stretch. Big transition, stepping forward with your right foot. Let your kickstand come in, tuck your toes, lift your knee, find your balance, crescent. Awesome. Bend your back knee a little bit more so that you're more in weighty muscle energy. That muscle energy supports expansiveness, extension, flexibility. All right. Doug gets to jump switch this time and face me. Turn, standing straddle. Ha. Yeah. So fancy.
So fluid and graceful.
They're impressed.
Like a gazelle.
Like a gazelle. Okay, we're going to start on our own, just twisting from side to side, so hands on thighs. If you don't have a partner right now, you're just doing this exercise. If you do have a partner, come back to center, kind of like what we did earlier. You're going to grab opposite wrist.
Yes.
So this is a chest exercise. So
Not too far.
yeah, you're good. And scoot over and back a little bit. So we're gonna sit back and pull. Yeah, this is a little bit deeper than the one we did earlier. Yeah, see how we have our forearms on our thigh. Oh my goodness.
We just did a roll and stretch class, and still I'm like, oh, there's so much tightness in the lat. Good job. Oh, switch. So you'll find when your partner feels like they're going to fall or they're going to let you fall, when you come to this balance, like we just experienced, there's this equal pull and giving and trusting, right? So building that trust with your partner. And you can do that through.
Sit back further into it, and then you like,
Yeah.
That trust and that
Yeah.
love and that support.
And you can do that through the physical connection with your partner.
Yes.
All righty. Okay, I want to jump into this big apex pose. So this is a pretty short practice. I would say for people that don't normally practice yoga, this might be a little bit too much with a partner. We'll demo it, and then you can try if you have a partner, and if it's too much, just do it on your own. So what I'm going to do, and I'll do this side posture view so that, no, I'm just going to come right here, and then I'm bending one knee and the other knee.
Wipe off your hands, stay right away, make sure if they're sweaty or slippery.
So you can work on this on your own if you have any low back issues. If you don't, then I am actually going to flex my ankles. I like to flex my ankles. You can extend your ankles. And then your partner's just going to pull, and you're just going to tell them when. Okay, that's good. And you're trying to relax into it, but the abdominals are slightly engaged to support the back. So I actually am going to have him come out, let me come out of it, and grab my heels. Because on the wrist, it just felt like a little bit, I don't know, too much pull on my skin.
I'm just coming over the top of her heels, so
yeah,
is cupping her heel.
Yeah.
Okay?
So let me scoot forward so I can see both of us. So, and you might need a rest in between, so you might need to go to a child pose. So I'm going to hold my ankles, hold on tight, and take a breath. Inhale, exhale, my abs are engaged, and okay, now you can go. Now my pubic bone is getting too much pressure on the floor.
You said pubic.
I know. Okay, release. So if I give myself more cushion, then I can probably do it one more time without.
If I'm doing this, I want more cushion for my pubes.
Okay. Yeah, for your pubis.
My pubis.
Okay, pull. All right. That's it right there. And then from here, you're just breathing, letting that opening happen. In 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Slow release. Now, what's nice after that is my back got a lot of extension, right? So I'm going to come into flexion and have him do a little adjustment on my back.
So I'm pushing on her hip, her right hip, and then over here with my hand, I'm pushing on her left shoulder, shoulder blade. Okay, right hip, left shoulder blade. And then I'll switch that to the opposite. Is that helpful? Yeah. And then just push on hips.
Yep, good. All right, that's good. Okay, so now it's Dougie's turn. Yeah, yeah, you should get a blanket to cushion your. Okay.
Need a blankie for my wanky. Okay.
Okay. So bending one knee, grabbing the foot, bending the other knee. Some days this just is not going to happen. It might be too much. Here's your foot. So if I pull at his heels, his hands could slip off. So I'm going to start with his wrist unless that hurts like it did for me.
And we've had that happen before.
Yeah. So. Take a breath. Inhale. And then exhale. I'm getting weighty in my legs in a squat, and I'm pulling back. Supporting yourself as you're giving that adjustment. And release. Good. Take a child's pose. So he may want to do that 1 or 2 more times or not. So just checking in, seeing if you want to try 1 more time. Okay. So that diagonal stretch, pulling apart the spine, the torso. All right, 1 more time.
Got the sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a slight adduction with the inner thighs so that he's not crunching into his low back. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. I'm getting in my deep squat so I don't fall on my butt. Oh, I'm sliding him.
It's okay. Oh, that's good. Oh.
Good? Done. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Child's pose. And then we'll move into our own personal practice again. All right, good job, you guys. Grab a drink of water, have a seat, check in with whoever else just joined us. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Taking your legs out in front of you, spread your toes wide. Take a breath, inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. I haven't said hi to these people. Oh, hi, guys. Wait, we have a question. Keep folding. Oh, we have other people watching on different platforms. All right. And sitting up nice and tall, counter that with a reverse plank or reverse tabletop. So from the side, it looks like this. The head can go back. We can keep it neutral or keep it up.
I'm not going to go from the side because if I go from the side, it's going to look like a collapsed table. Beach chair.
And then come back down. Baddha Konasana, butterfly legs, shake it out.
We used to call this Buddha in football.
Buddha.
Buddha. And you have someone on your back.
Pushing, yeah.
Pushing on you.
All right, lean forward.
Back when I was all neighborhood.
All right, so we're going to move into our own practice. Whatever you need, if you need, say like a pigeon pose. I know my body needs this today. Your spine's warmed up enough, you could work on, I'm gonna turn to the side, a bridge pose, a wheel pose. Okay, shoulders down. Okay, so I'll give you about 1 minute. I'll let you know when 30 seconds has passed so you can switch sides. So kind of a short practice today, but enough to get you going, get your heart open, start your day right. Maybe just meditate for this minute. Calm your nervous system down. That's 30 seconds. If you're doing a one-sided pose, switch it out.
If you guys are like me, probably don't do a lot of stretching, maybe some stretching before you exercise or do something, but just randomly throughout the day, highly recommend doing that. Just taking breaks and stretching is so important because we get so bound up and we get in these positions, laptop, sitting with our head forward, and we kind of stay frozen in those spots for a long time. We tend to do that. So make sure you guys are stretching regularly. And I say that as someone that hasn't done that, and I feel the effects of that when I don't.
All right, so good job. So we'll spend the last couple of minutes in meditation. You can just sit and meditate. You could lie on your back and do a shavasana pose. Or if you're with a partner, then you'll spend the last minute gazing into each other's eyes. If you're not used to doing that, it can be a little awkward and you might laugh, and that's okay. It's an exercise in connecting with your partner. I invite you to, while you're gazing, you're just sending love, Care Bear stare, okay? So face each other if you have a partner, and I'll time this for 1 minute. I'm starting to release. So we don't want to talk too much in case you want to just continue to lie on your back and relax. So we just want to say thank you for joining us. We're putting out more content and we appreciate your support. We're working on Patreon if you're familiar with that. We'd love your support there. If you have any questions or comments, anything you want to see more of, let us know. Have a great day. Namaste.
Namaste, guys. Here's the awkward in
I
between
know, I'm like,
part
where's the
where we
finish
pause it.
button?